you see that then? I can see it on my streaming service, but I can't see it on YouTube. I have no idea what's going on. Let me know if you can see my fingers. Yes, okay. Alright then. I guess we're live then. That's a bit strange. Oh well. Technical issues. I haven't gone live for forever. Right, that's good then. Thank you for being here, guys. Hi! I'm just going to go and close my door because it's wide open and the dog's going to... Oh, the dog's already in. Come on, back up, back up, back up, back up. Go, go, go. No, I'm sorry, you've got to go out. Come on. I have you tippy-tappy-tippeting all the time. So. Yay, that's good. Right, thank you, guys. Yeah, so today I am going to try and sort out my foils and we're going to have a bit of a chat. I have a drink in, I don't know whether, I can't tilt it too far, but my Imaginale Kennel member mug, yay! Well, mug, cup, Libby cup, whatever you want to call them. So I have a lot of foils and now I can do foils, which I'm dead excited about. So I have a lot in these boxes. And like, I mean, quite a lot. And they take up a lot of room in the drawer. So I'm thinking of doing some, I started with this one. And it's not ideal because they're folded. But, I mean, the foils are so cheap anyway. And I think that is a lot better for me than this, space-wise. And I also have this big box, which is what I was doing originally, was rolling them and then putting a paper clip on them, which works well, apart from the fact they end up all jumbled up like this. And hi! Oh, how many people have we got in here now? I can't even see. I don't know what. 3? Is there 3 of you? Oh well. I have put some stuff out. This one, Cola. This is how you have your foils. Or the folder, because I like this apart from the fact that they just get so jumbled that I can't, this is just so I want to try. I might hate it when I've done it, I might hate it, but I've got another folder down here which I'm going to show you in a minute, but this works for me. Apart from the fact that these are all mixed up and they're all over the place. So they will have to be reorganised at some point into themes, I guess. I don't know, something anyway. But I bought this folder. This is the only problem with this folder. There was stuff in here and I've just picked it up kind of like this. Why? Hey, wait. Can you see me, guys? Because my camera seems to have stalled. I'm waving my hand. Can you see my hand? Anyone? Hi, Louise. I'm just gonna, oh, I don't even know what to do now because my camera seems to have stalled. And I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and stop streaming. And just let me try and deactivate my camera and reactivate it and see if that helps. Haha! Is that better? Hi, Louise. Hey, Lou. Can you see my hand now, guys? I'm hoping you can. I think there's quite a lag on this chat as well. Yes, great. Okay. Thank you, Cyril. Right. So this is, I mean, it's a bit big, but it's an A4 folder and it's got these things in it, but they do fall out the top, and I got it for glitters, but in the back I have smaller ones way back apparently. So I am going to try and take some of these out and put my foils in those. I thought we could have a chat and a drink if you are of that persuasion, which I obviously am, because I do it all the time. I saw Stacey. Stacey, where are you now? Have you arrived? Or are you still on the road? Oh, thank you. These, come on, camera, pick up. These are some press-ons that I got from Rebecca at the Polished Phoenix. She did these in a video. Well, she did a video of her doing these nails. And I absolutely fell in love with them. So I had to have them. But yes, they are stunning. But they're a little long for me. So, you're in your uncle's house, Stacey. Awesome. Glad you've arrived safe. I hope the journey wasn't too horrid for you. I know the weather's been absolutely terrible. So I'm going to try... Obviously, these ones are already in a set. So these can all go next to one another. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, obviously, because there's 9 in a sheet, so it wouldn't be a nice even number, would it? Go on, Louise. What are you drinking, Louise? So yeah, I'm obviously all over the place at the moment because I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and I haven't got anyone sort of helping me out on this. I'm all on my own. So you'll just have to bear with me, guys, if I miss some stuff in the chat. Yeah, I bet it is, Stacey. I bet it is a bit intense. So you got me for a bit of light relief. Ha-ha. I'm hoping this is going to work. I think about that size, and then hopefully... My desk is not big enough. Well, it is big enough, but it's full of stuff because I have been doing my pick and mix nails today. Another row of my pick and mix nails. If you don't know what that means, you'll have to go and check out my other videos. So I am drinking Famous Grouse whiskey with Coke Zero. See, is that going to work? I think that's going to work. And I don't know... I think some of these are the same though. Are these the same? Oh, they look the same. I don't know whether I want 3 of the same in 3 separate things. Yes, they are the same. I'm sorry, I'm burping as well. So this is going to be a bit of a learning curve for me as well, but yay. You got this lovely. Has anyone seen the Venalisa foil storage system using the clear plastic straws? No, I haven't. Lou 2. Louise, you are now Lou 2, because we've got Lou, obviously. You know Lou. Everyone knows Lou. Cody and Coke. Cody? Voddy and Coke, right, I get you. Vodka and Coke. Okay, can't fault you. Still at work. I miss being in work. I had to give up work to look after my mum because she has dementia. And to be honest, it's driving me a bit bonkers. I've always worked. I've often done 2 or 3 jobs. And yeah, this is where I started, well, one of the reasons I started doing nails, to give me something to do. Previous to nails, I'm actually going to squish them down a bit. Previous to nails, I was doing, this is going to sound probably a little bizarre, although if anyone was going to understand it, it'd be nail girlies, I think. I was doing doll houses. So I would buy like knackered doll houses and basically refurbish them completely. So like, strip them down to the bare wood, put lights in, like full electrical systems with, you know, little proper lights that lit up, and then I would redecorate, recarpet, and then furnish it, and then sell them, because I didn't have anywhere to keep them. However, I did end up, I've still got, I think, 5 or 6 doll houses in my storage container. Yes, I have a storage container, and it does not have any nail stuff in it, but it does have a lot of dollhouse stuff in it, and that's where I keep my motorbike as well. So everyone knows Lou too. I think that you're probably right there, Lou too. This is, yeah, this is a bit of a tongue twister. See, working from home, if I'd had a job, or if I had experience in jobs that could be done from home, that would have been ideal, wouldn't it? But my jobs are pretty sort of hands-on. I was a delivery driver for many years. And then I was a chef. And then I was an animal transport company. I set up my own animal transport company. None of those you can do from home, really. Although I did in lockdown. Was it in lockdown? No, it was after lockdown. I started making soups, and I got my kitchen certified for food hygiene and all that sort of stuff. And I was making homemade soups and selling them to the local community, and I just have to go out and deliver them. And my mum wasn't as bad as she is now, so she used to help me prep all the veg and all that stuff, and she used to come with me when I was doing my delivery runs as well. So that was quite nice. But then I moved house, and this kitchen is a disgrace, and there's no way it would pass the hygiene certificate, so I can't be doing that anymore either. So there was 3 different types in that thing of 10. There's 4 of those, 3 of those, and 3 of those. So what have I missed? What have I missed? Anything? Oh wow, I bet they were gorgeous. Oh, the dolls' houses. I wonder what you were talking about for a minute then. Yeah, I'll put, I have some pictures. I really enjoyed it, but it's it takes up even more space than nails, believe it or not. So yeah, I had to kind of, let's say I had a lot of stuff in the storage container, which I still have. But yeah, I'll put some pictures in the community tab when I remember and if I can find them. But I did quite a few. I've still got a church, and I've still got one that I was supposed to be turning into a pub, which I still kind of want to do, but I really don't have the space. Wow, this is a long foil. Yeah, they can be. I mean, I'm nowhere near. There's a woman, I can't remember her name now, but she was on one of the programs in the UK about dolls' houses. It's a bit of a niche thing, but it's quite a bit, it's like, almost like a cult. And Emma Waddle, she's called, and she does, she has a Facebook page, and it's called Miniature Grand Designs or Grand Designs something, anyway. And oh my word, she is unbelievable. She takes pictures of the rooms in her dolls' houses, and you would think it was a full-size house. You cannot tell the difference. It is just, the attention to details is amazing. Christmas markets make best place to sell dolls' houses, if that's what you're looking for. Also, kids' interest are the best. I've got wires in front of my computer and I can't see the screen properly. Are the best way to get interest in your other stalls. Yeah, kids, yeah. Well, I have, I'm doing my Christmas markets, and I'm selling my nails. Well, I'm saying I'm selling my nails. I've not actually sold any, but I have sold a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter Libby cups and flasks and things like that. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to do the Pick and Mix kiddies nails. See if I can drum up a little bit more interest in my nails rather than just the cups and flasks and mugs and things that I've been doing. Because it is getting them to the stall, but then they're still not interested in the nails, so maybe it's just my nails are naff. I don't know. Hey Linda! Who else have I missed? Anyone? Oh, I've got to move these wires. They're driving me bonkers. I can't see the chat. Let me just see if I can hook them up there. That's better. Oh. everyone that's just come in. Thank you so much for coming and joining. Oh, you see now, I don't think that's going to work because I've just noticed that's popped itself out of there. This might not work. I want it to work though. What can I do? Any bright ideas on how I can stop these popping out? Maybe I've got them folded too much, but you see they're trying to work their way out, look. And that's just not, that's not happening, is it? Maybe I have to, I think it's because these plastic foils rather than foils, they just want to pop back into a circle, especially when they've been in a circle for so long. How do you make them stay in, Linda? You're saying you do your foils like this, but these plastic ones, they just keep wanting to work the way out. Look at that one, it's come up that far already. It's just like walking out. You can literally watch it do it. Might have to rethink the plastic ones. The foily foils. I know what I mean. These are really long. Crazy long. I mean, they're all like plasticky, but they're thicker somehow, and they're like, they want to be in a circle rather than flattened down. Maybe, I don't know. Any bright ideas, people? I put my stamping plates in front so the weight smooshes them down. I like that idea. I like that idea. I do have, like, where this is like 9, I've got them that are just 4, I think. Are they 4? Yeah, 4. So I could get stamping plates in them. Or, I don't know, maybe if I just do them and then weight them down enough so they get used to the idea of being in this shape, then they won't try to escape so much. I don't know. And I don't know whether I should try and do, these are double-sided, so there's another pocket on the back. But is that going to force it open even more and encourage them to jump out? I don't know. See, these are the ones I meant by foily foils. These ones that are like metal on the back. Because I think these will squish a bit better. And it does mean I'll have creases, but I'm fine with that. If it means I can see my foils. Get in there. Oh, get in there. Yeah, I can make a crease in these ones, but I can't really make a crease in these. I'm trying to do it and they're just springing back. So it may be that only certain types of foils I'll be able to do this with. I don't know. These will stay and they'll crease and that's fine. Look how flat that one is. You probably can't see. But if I tilt that up, you can see how them are, like this one's just gone flat straight away, but these are not going flat. They're springing. It's not good. And they keep trying to force their way out. So, and a lot of these are them plastic ones. I don't know how well they would crease. Let me just finish these 2 here with these ones, which will crease. And then I might have to rethink. See, these have already got creases in them. But there's still a lot of usable foil there, even with the creases in, which is why I came to the conclusion that I was willing to sacrifice like a crease, because there's still a lot of usable foil. Get in. I could do something to help me squeeze them in as well. Cheryl, do you have a channel chicken? I don't think she means a channel chicken. I think she means, do you have a channel chicken? If you do have a channel, can you put links in the chats nowadays? There was one point that you couldn't put links in chats. Can you now, or is it only moderators that can do it? I don't know. Try the Venalisa Referral. It's so good for minimal storage too. I will have to look that up, Louise. Yeah, stamping plates are in 4s. Lou's not seen that method either, so yeah, we'll have a bit of a conflab about that. I think me and Lou, and see. But does it involve? You said something about straws, so is it more like kind of like this? Because I do kind of like that, but like I said, it's not really working for me on a large scale, because I don't know whether you were here when I showed this, because I showed it right at the beginning, but I do have this, which is how I started when I first started getting foils, and I've got them rolled up with a paper clip on them, but it just gets a bit messy and muddly. And I mean, I started out, you can see I haven't used many of these, so they're still in some semblance of order, but this is just, I can't deal with that. It drives my OCD bonkers. So I need them to be more visible at a glance. I mean, to be fair, these work really well as far as my OCD goes, and the fact that I can see everything, but they just take up too much room. So yeah, I use both wee pockets and none have fallen out so far. Yeah, but that's these kind of foils, isn't it, Linda? Is it Linda? Yeah, I think it's these. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get them out again. And see what I mean? They're just like, they don't want to, even if I try and, they just, I mean, that's done it a little. So yeah, I think the weight thing might work. Because if I really, really force them, yeah. It's got a little bit more, but it's still trying to do that, look. I don't know. We shall see. I'm going to leave that one page like that and just do the one side for now. And I'm going to see. See, these are trying to pop out, look, look. But there is 3 lots of each foil in that one, and that makes them worse, because they're really, 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 really trying to be round. And that's what's happening. You see how it's gone into like a V almost? So it's forcing itself up and out. I'm trying to squish. You have a clear straw, cut a slit across the length, wrap the foil around an orange wood stick, put it inside the cut straw with the end of a foil, like a dispenser. I like that idea. Put the cut straws and foils in the original boxes, thus saving space. Yeah, it sounds like a really good idea for keeping them organised and etc, etc, and then I'm back to only being able to see that much of the foil, aren't I? And some of it will be inside a straw as well. It sounds interesting, but Linda says, Lou, I got a wee box a while ago with round tubes and white lids. I thought they might be good for foils. Again, I know the thing you mean. Oh, I did have a load. I don't know what I've done with them. Again, I think I just got rid of them because they were... You mean like, aha. You mean like these? And I think there were smaller ones. She had some smaller ones that she got for glitter. Probably about half that size, about 1 centimetre across. And yeah, they would be good as well. But again, then you've got like, well, do you store them that way up or that way up? Or do you store them on the sides, but then they're tapered, so they won't sit properly, and they'll, yeah, it's just, nah, not for me, not for me. I have both, I think. I'll have a look. Mine did that at the start, but the weight helps, and the more it sits, the better it is. Yeah. Cheryl, I am obviously UK. Nails by Vitiligo is UK. Nailed by LJW is UK. Stacey Fifi Faffy Nails is also UK. I believe the other Lou 2, is in France, but she is from the UK, as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. Right, I'm going to keep doing it then. So I'm going to put them, I'm going to try and get them to stand up somewhere. And then, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do the other side. And then I'm going to put them somewhere and try and get some weight on them. That's the way Shelley has her foils. Yeah, so them little, the little white lidded canisters, I think would be really good for doing foils if you don't have OCD like I do and have certain things have to be a certain way. Oh, it's crazy, but it is what it is. And I just, yeah, I'm probably going to spend like hours doing this, or maybe even days or weeks or months, and then as soon as it's done, I'll be like, no, don't like that, I'm going to try the straw idea. Because that's how I roll. What have we got here? What have we got here? What have we got here? They're all set, so let's leave them there. See what I've got here. I think that might just be a single foil. Oh, I have a new phone. It's making weird noises at me. I'm going to have to sort that out. Now this, you see, when I'm buying foils, I always tend to go for the ones that are in these or the ones that are in them little canisters. And then I get them and I'm like, I don't want them like that. And yet they do sell them like this, don't they? And like my my tartan plaid ones, they came in a, it's probably about that length, flat thing. Which, yes, that would, maybe I should start doing that, just look for foils that come flat. And then it won't be an issue, will it? Love the accents. Oh, thank you. My accent changes depending on how much I've had to drink and whose company I am in. This is kind of, yeah, this is kind of my video voice or my telephone voice. And yet when I'm in a live with other people, like I was in a live with Fifi Faffin Nails and Miss T a few days ago, and yeah, the telephone voice just went straight out the window. As it often does when I've had a bit of a drink as well. So I am going to, I've got this little box that I've just been throwing foils into, so there's all sorts of stuff in here that needs sorting, so I'm going to crack on with that. How are you getting on, Stacey? France from the UK. I'm moving to Spain. Oh, Louise. Where in Spain? Oh, I think Lou One mentioned it. Are you going to Benidorm somewhere, or that side of Spain at least? I lived in Spain for about 10 years, just over 10 years I think it was. But I was Costa del Sol, so the other end. The other end of the coast near Gibraltar. Well, I wasn't that near Gibraltar, but a lot closer than where you're going, I think. But I haven't really spent that much time around that sort of area of Spain. I've driven through Barcelona about 5 times doing my pet transport and never had the time to stop because I've had animals on board, which is gutting because I love the Gaudi architecture. And I would love, love, love to spend some time in that part of Spain. Spain's very different. I mean, northern Spain, you wouldn't even know you were in Spain, in like Asturias and around there. It's like, it's not even like Spain. It's weird. It's a different language, different alphabet. It's like Spain meets Romania kind of thing. There's lots of place names that have got like lots of G's and Z's and O's and things like that. Trying to figure out some sort of semblance of order for these, but I think it's going to be a little bit all over the place. That's pretty. Look at that. What have I missed in the chat? Oh, my mouse isn't working now, Joy. Can I go up the chat? I can go up the chat, yeah. Shall I has hers in the straws and back in the original box. Yeah, that makes sense. That's how I'm like with my monitor and laptop. Spent all evening moving my monitor because it's too big. Tried to set up my laptop to mirror my phone. Couldn't get it to work, so put the monitor back up. Oh, yeah, me and technology, we don't really match. I mean, I've been here since 8:30 trying to get this streaming thing to work. And according to my streaming service, it's still not even working. Well, according to YouTube, actually. I can see I'm watching now on my screen up here. And I can see the screen and I can see the chat in my streaming service, but if I go on YouTube it says there's nothing happening, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, those nails from Rebecca are amazing, aren't they, though? Oh, they're just so good. I can't believe I've managed to have them. I've had them on, like, what, 3 days, I think, now? Which is pretty impressive for me with them being so long. And I know some of you ladies have nails that are like twice this length. But for me, these are incredibly long nails. Which is why I'm struggling a bit getting these foils in these packages. Because I'm really, really not used to it. But I'm getting there, obviously. I mean, I started growing my nails a year ago-ish. A year ago in August it was. And, I mean, when they were like 2 millimeters long, I couldn't pick anything up, I couldn't use my phone, I couldn't do anything. So the fact that I'm semi-functioning with these nails is pretty impressive for me, to be honest. Yeah, these type of foils that actually, like, you squish them and they crease are a lot better. But yeah, I think I'll put some weight on these and see if I can convince them to be where I want them to be and stay where I want them to stay. But I like the theory of this. We will see if in practice it doesn't drive me bonkers, but Yes, Rebecca is extremely talented. If you are not subscribed to Rebecca's channel, she's the Polished Phoenix in the chat. Click on her or screenshot or whatever you need to do and make sure you go and check out her channel, because she is an incredibly talented lady, and she has an Etsy store where she sells lots of gorgeous press-on nails. So if you want some gorgeous press-on nails like these bad boys, that's your place to go. Lou 1 is hopping on a plane to go and see Louise 2 when she's got sorted. Give her time to settle in first, Lou, you know? You know what it's like when you move house. I've got a fab self-contained apartment included, so anyone fancying a wee holiday. Oh, you might regret saying that, Lou 2. I'd have to get my passport sorted, so you're in no danger of me descending on you quite quickly, don't worry about it. Cheryl is in the US, and the only place she's been outside of the US is Canada. Can we all just send some cool, calming, serene vibes to Stacey at Fifi Fluffy Nails? She's going through some shit right now. And yeah, she needs good vibes. She needs good, positive vibes. Her and her family. Send Stacey some purple hearts, please, guys. Yeah, I'm not doing bad with my nails. Yeah, it's ooh. I love these foils. Yeah, some of these foils are incredible. Some of them are, I mean, some of them look a bit boring, but you can make boring foils do some funky stuff. Get in there. I mean, yeah, I'm terrible with these even when I've got no nails on, so. Oh, look at all those hearts for you, Stacey. Thank you, guys. Hi, Hilly. If there's anyone else that I've missed that's come into the chat and I haven't said hello, I do apologise, but I'm not very good at multitasking. So that's one done. They are still trying to pop out a little bit. Like I say, I think the thinner ones will be good, but these need squishing, so I need a heavy book or something. Oh, I have I have my sticker collection. That'll do it, won't it? Well, this is half of my sticker collection in a big box. So yeah, that's going on the floor with that under it to squish. More squish, squish. Oh, something fell over. I don't know what it is, don't know what it was, don't care. Moving on. Oh, I've got loads of glitters all over the floor that fell out of that folder as well. I can't reach them because I'm old and not supple anymore. Oh, there's loads of them on the floor. I'm not dealing with that right now. Let's get another page. Oh, and pink hearts, lovely. Not wrong with pink hearts. Oh, I'm okay, Hilly. How are you? I feel like I've not seen you for a while. I am behind on a lot of people's videos. I do want to apologise. I've been getting ready for these Christmas fairs and stuff, and my dog's not been very well either. So I've been having to keep an eye on her. I haven't really spent much time in the nail room, and that's where I usually watch my videos, or in bed at night. But you know, Stranger Things has just come out again, so that's taking a bit of a backseat to Stranger Things at the moment. But it won't take me long to watch the... How many episodes is there released? 4? 5? 4, I think. Get in then. You've not... Oh, you know. Trying my patience, this gold foil. But I will keep plodding my way through everyone's videos. And hopefully we'll catch up at some point, you know, in the next decade. Some of you guys are extremely prolific. I don't know how you do it. Because, like I say, I've had to give up work to look after my mum. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, how did I do, like, a 40-hour week and then have time to even, like, keep the house clean, let alone do any hobbies? I don't know how I did it. Certainly don't know how some of you girls do it. You've got kids and running households and working a full-time job and then doing like 2 or 3 bloody videos a week. It's like, you're like super women. Yeah, I'm glad you like the stickers, Rebecca. Good, Hilly. Like I say, you are on my list to catch up with, but I'm glad you've not posted much, because that will make it a bit easier for me. But the Stranger Things fan, yes. I think there's quite a lot of us. I don't know what it is. When me and the girls met up on Thursday in Halifax for our sort of overnight stay and natter, we were all saying, oh, don't let anyone give us any spoilers for Stranger Things. We're going to watch it when we get back and blah, blah, because it was the night that it was released, obviously, being the Thursday. So we were all like, right, you know, texting our partners, do not, if you watch it, don't say anything, don't. And I think Lou forbade her fella from watching it without her. You got to wait till I get home. Which is understandable, I get that. Right, let's see what else we've got in here. I have these. I think they might fold okay because they look like they have been folded, look. So I think I'll get away with it. Yeah, I think they came flat, them ones. These ones came flat, I know that, so they should be okay. Them, yeah, they might be okay too. And I think they came flat. They've got a crease in them, so here's some of those in the little. Aha, that's from Sarah, Manic Nail Days. That came in my giveaway winnings. I think that's just Aurora. There's another, and then more of that. I've got quite a lot of these, I think, because I really like them. I think I ended up buying about 4 or 5 sets. Some little offcuts in there, but that's fine. Yep. I think I might keep that as a box for offcuts actually, because I cut where some of these foils it's like half of one pattern, half another, like these. Getting short, woman. And I tend to, if I'm not using that at that point, instead of cutting it where the pattern changes, I'll cut it like that, so you can use that across a nail if you wanted to. Focus! Stupid thing. So yeah, so I'm going to keep those in a little box. That's probably a bit big, but I'm going to keep them in a little box separately. Right, what am I missing in the chart? Never watched it. Really? It depends. It's a bit of a weird one. It's good, but a bit weird once you get into it. It's fab. Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's well, the main actors, particularly the first season, the main actors are quite young in it, which often puts a lot of people off. My fellow wouldn't watch it because he was like, no, don't like the things with kids as the stars. I don't know why. He's got a weird thing about that, but he's ADHD, so he's a bit weird anyway. He has some strange ideas and things he likes and things he doesn't like. But it's set in the 80s, so I was born in 73. The 80s was my decade. That was my teenage years. So yeah, loved it. Loved all the fashion and the cars and the programs and the hairstyles and the makeup and the music and the movies, and yeah, just but it does take a bit of getting used to, and it's I would say it's like sort of a Stephen King thing. Some of it's like thriller, some of it's horror, some of it's a little bit gory. So if you're not into those things, you're not going to enjoy it. And it's a bit sci-fi. Well, it's very sci-fi. Well, depends what you class as sci-fi, because that boundary's moved a lot these days as well, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm going to do the snowflakes, I think. There's not really any rhyme or reason to how I'm doing things anymore. But I'm just going to keep going. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to see these once they're in there, but we'll have a look. But yeah, I really like it. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I'm not quite sure why. But then I watched it, was it last year? Year before, maybe? And yeah, within like 2 episodes I was hooked. So I think it's one of them. I think if you give it 2 episodes. If you're not in love with it by 2 episodes, then just move on. Because if you're not into it by then, you're not going to get into it, I don't think. In my humble opinion. Looking forward to... I'm looking to do another donation box. Well, I've just moved the chart and now I can't find where. Unfortunately, my purchasing obsession is still there, so I'm going to be doing. I've got space. I haven't got space actually, but I could make space. Or we could, you know, do a pass the parcel kind of thing, maybe. Pass it to one of us, and then we'll take whatever we want out of it, and then pass it on to someone else, and then pass it on to someone else. We could do like a chain donation box. Yeah, Stacey always has space because she'll just kick the dog out. I'm not sure what happened, Stacey Chicken. I know I'm most busy, but if you want to chat about that, yeah. Oh, Lou. Lou's like our agony aunt, isn't she? And she always makes you smile, no matter how down you are. And Rebecca says she'll sell her other half to make space. Now there's an idea. Oh, Stacey, you lucky duck. I think Stacey's probably the most deserving one in the chat right now anyway. I'm sure everyone will agree. Except me, because I'm across the pond. Yeah, Cola is a bit far to send to Cola, to be fair. And the international postage, oh, the costs of that stuff right now, it's just ridiculous. I was in the post office earlier and someone was sending a box to Australia. No, it was a fairly big box, but it wasn't that big and it wasn't that heavy. She was a very little lady and she was, you know, throwing it about. So it wasn't that heavy. And it cost her £105 to send this box. I was like, what the hell? I think it was like Christmas gifts for grandchildren or something. Excuse me. I'm still not very well. I'm a lot better than I was. But I'm still recovering. Back away, Joe. I have a whole box room to fill. Yeah, it's all yours, Stace. Go for it. Thought we already did the pass on when Lou won, got it last time. Yeah, I certainly got some out of that box for sure. And I'm sure I know a lot of other people did as well. She was sending out little parcels full of glitters here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, it was a good idea. It was a good idea. Spread the love. Glitters from the big file. Oh, that big file. Well, that's what gave me the idea for this. Like I say, that's why I bought that file, to start putting some of my glitters in, because I saw that file that you sent to Lou 1, and I was like, that's genius. Because again, glitters, I was like, they were driving me bonkers. I had so many different things with glitters in, boxes and files and drawers and all sorts of stuff. And they come in so many different things, like bags and jars and tubes and all sorts of stuff. I've used loads of the glitters. Yeah, I've used quite a few as well. I'm going to do some more resin, hopefully this week. Oh, Lou, are you still there? I found your charms that you gave me to put in your next resin piece. So I'm going to try and get on with that this week. However, seeing as Stacey is like 5, 6, 7 hours closer to me than she usually is, I'm going to try and get to meet her. She's still about 2 hours away from me, but I think 2 hours is a small price to pay to meet the legend that is Stacey. So I don't know when that's going to be. I'm presuming Stacey doesn't know yet either, but you know, I'm easy over the next few days. Apart from probably Friday, because you know what it's like for me these days. Weekends are a bit cray-cray. Got a massive problem. I think we all have. I think we're all, I mean, my glitter, not glitter, sticker situation is, yeah, it's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I have not even got the guts to count how many stickers I've got, because it's got to be in the thousands. But they take up less space, even less space than glitters. So that's my excuse. That's my reasoning. I'm still allowed to buy stickers because they take up less room. But they are starting to take over the room, to be fair. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they are starting to be a bit of a problem, if I'm honest. So that is another, ooh, get in there. See, they are a lot better. I'm more comfortable with those. You can see how much flatter they are. They're not trying to climb out. Although I might have just lost one. Wasn't there a snowflakey one in there? Sure there was a snowflakey one in there. Where's it gone? Hey, snowflakes! That's weird. I'll find it when I put it away, won't I? There's one on the floor. Did anyone see it fly out? But yeah, Lou, I found your charms. So I will get on with your resin I don't know where them snowflakes went. There was definitely 3 white ones. Sure there was. Anyway, I'm going to put that on the floor under my sticker collection with the other one to squish. And we'll start another one. You do what, Stace? I do that, Joe. What? You have to remind me because I think the chat is about 30 seconds behind for me. I don't know how it is for you guys, but... And stick them in a binder and then you'll be back at 1. What? Do any of you work in nail salons? I don't. I am qualified officially to do acrylic nails. I did a course last January. Oh god, it's nearly a year since I did my course. I say, excuse me, I stopped biting my nails. I've been biting my nails all my life till they bled. And then I stopped biting them just over a year ago. And got the addiction, got the bug. I decided that I was going to try and get be a tech and maybe open a little salon in this room that I'm in now in my house, because again I can't do an 8-hour-a-day job because I can't leave my mum for that long, but I decided it just wasn't for me. I don't really want strangers coming to my house, especially with my mum, because she is quite vulnerable. And yeah, I just decided it wasn't for me. But there are some awesome nail techs in this group. I'm hopefully going to be working on clients again soon. Woohoo! Yes, Rebecca is an amazing nail tech. As far as I can see, there's nothing that girl doesn't know when it comes to nails. And there's nothing she can't do. And it's all amazing. So, yeah. Just been to make a copper. Yeah, I think that's the thing with me, Lou. I don't know whether I could sit at a desk hunched over. I think I'm too old for that shit, you know. I mean, I'm fairly healthy for my age. I'm 52, 53, somewhere around there. But my back ain't great. I had a car accident when I was in my teens, and another one when I was in my 20s, and I had physio on my back for 18 months, twice a week. And I've got kind of a weak spot on my back that aches at the drop of a hat, so I don't think that's for me, sitting hunched over a desk, leaning forward. It doesn't look... It looks like a young person's game, that. Yeah, I bet it is a backbreaker, Rebecca. I do press-ons like Rebecca, but not clients. Yeah, I do press-ons too, but I don't. The only people's nails that I do is mine and my mum's now and then, because she still likes her nails done. My mum's always had quite nice nails, or she's always been interested in having nice nails. She's struggling a little bit now because I see, I don't know what to do with these now, because how am I going to fold them so I can see all the different designs? The only thing I could do is cut them up into sections, but I don't really want to do that in case I want to use... Any bright ideas on these ones, guys? Because I have a lot of them. I'm just going to put them there for now. I think I got 2 packs of the same one, but maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Is that the same as that? That's the same as that, but that's not the same as that. So, I don't know. I don't know whether it's the same pack or similar. I thought I had one in one of these boxes as well, but maybe not. Maybe not. don't know. I don't know. That's quite a bit in the US to go to school to be a nail tech. Yeah, I mean, the course I did was, I think it would have been in dollars. I think it would have been about $500. It was only a very short course. It was in a lady's house. She's a fully qualified nail tech, and she lives quite near me, and she does a very, I think the most students she takes at a time is 2. So it was just me and this other girl and the teacher for 3 days, all day, every day, just doing acrylic nails. Or just learning the fundamentals of acrylics. Hilly is just qualified. Congratulations, Hilly. You'll have those foils. Which foils, Lou? The flowery ones or these gorgeous ones? I love these. I use them quite a lot. You cut ones like that. Okay. Do you cut them where the pattern changes, or do you cut them so that you can use that? Do you know what I mean? Because like I say, I've cut them so that I can still use that join in a design if I want to. So I think I might just do that. I might just either I'll stick together. That's the other reason I don't like doing foils. Nah. Don't like messing with foils. So if I did it about the length of, where is my scissors? Vitty Lou, of course you can plug your new channel. Yes. In fact, I can do it for you. So Lou has a new channel. It's called Luby Lou's Living, I think. Have I got that right? Oh, have you got another new channel? No, you surely haven't got 3. You're just talking about the 2 channels that you've got, aren't you? Unless I've missed something else. Which is always possible. But yeah, it's Luby Lou's Living, and she's doing all sorts of stuff. She's taking you, the viewer, with her when she goes and does shopping trips. I believe that she has been and done some shopping for some dresses recently, and then she will be doing another video where she tries on said dresses, and you can see what they're like. And she's going to places all over. It's not necessarily nail related in any way, shape or form, but it's quite cool. It's different. And if you I think she's going to do great at it, because she's such an infectious personality, and I mean that in a good way. That didn't sound really very nice, but I mean, like, her laugh is infectious. We all know that. The Luby Lou giggle. But her personality's like that as well. You just want more and more of her personality. And I think, you know, people who are not into nails will be, I mean, I presume people who are not into nails will watch her anyway, because she's just so watchable. It's like I watch stuff that I'm not really into because I like the person that's presenting it or the person that's doing the video, even if it's not something like that I'm passionate about, but I can appreciate the person that's doing it. I'm sure there's people with Lou that do that too. But yeah, go ahead and plug your channel. Right, so you're doing the trials now, but there is still the Luby Lou's Living channel. Just clarify that for me, please, Lou, that you haven't got a 3rd channel that I don't know about. And she does like research and stuff into like sort of trending, I don't want to say cosmetics or things like that, but all sorts of stuff, like what was it, was it melatonin, I think, yeah, Lubilu's Living, there we go, Lubilu's Living is the channel. Now that is, have I done that in the wrong, no, that'll do, yeah, she told me about it. I still haven't watched the bloody video, but I did notice a video go up about it, because I'm having incredible trouble sleeping. And she's tried this stuff, and she's actually tried it herself. Third one. No third one, or no third one. Right. Answer this question, Lou. How many channels do you have? Just answer that question. Don't say anything else. Just say 2 or 3. No other words, because I'm getting confused. I'm easily confused. You know this. You know this. Those flower foils, aren't they? Aren't they beautiful? Timu, I think they were from. But they are stunning. So there's kind of a bit of a method to my madness on these, on how I'm doing these foils now, because they're kind of going where the crossover, and then I don't know, but yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm going to go straight through that where it's, I don't understand why they do that. Why do they put like these, it's Fresco Baldi, these ones, and they've got Fresco Baldi written through them. Why can't they just put it on the edge? Why does it have to be right in the middle? Just like, they do it on, you know them little packs of nail stickers, like you get 30 tiny sheets in a pack, and some of them, they're like full cover. They're not like individual stickers, they're like full cover, the little thing like that. Two, right, she's got 2 channels, right, so I haven't missed anything, I'm all good. Never know with Lou, she gets an idea, she runs with it, that girl, I swear to God. So yeah, she's got 2 channels. She's got the Nails by Vitiligo, and then Lubilu's Living, which does a variety of topics, including testing stuff, so you don't have to, and buying stuff and trying it on, so you don't have to. So go check it out. You can't see me because I'm off to the side, but I'm struggling a little with these nails. I adore them, but I am still struggling a little bit, so this is where we're up to. Yeah, okay, we get it, 2, okay. Oh, that one's nice, I've not seen that one before. I haven't actually gone through these, I don't think, properly. Yeah, they're a bit brighter than, I tend to go for these more sort of muted colours. These ones, I've used some of these already, a couple of times actually, on my nails, or on press-ons, and they do work quite well. I'm still getting little tiny creases in the foils, but as long as you've got like a background colour that's going to complement rather than clash, then I think you can get away with it most of the time. Oh, get in. Get in, you faffy thing. Right. I'm going to cut that one a little bit short because I don't want to cut it right on the seam. I'm thinking this is going to work quite well. I like it, I like it. Have you tried the sparkle foil? I have. I've got a video coming out on Thursday where I have done some more of my pick and mix nails. And was it on that one? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was on the live the other night with Miss T. I tried it on that. I was doing the pick and mix nails on that as well. And I tried it on there, and yeah, it works just as well, if not better, than the Madame Glam. I did realise the other day, Sue had given me the full-size Madam Glam foil gel, and I was like, woo! And then I looked through the advent calendar. Was it last year or the year before? I bought an advent calendar anyway. I think I bought an advent calendar, and then I bought some stuff from the previous advent calendar off Vinted, and one of them's a mini of the bloody foil gel. So I had this all the time and I didn't know. But now I'm going to try and use that first, because I don't like these little balls. They're so faffy, and I've got loads of them. So from the, like I say, previous advent calendar, I think. So I'm going to try and use that foil gel first before I go on to the full-size Sparkle Supplies one, which is here on my desk because I have used it. But yeah, and the full-size Madam Glam one. But as far as I can see, they're very, very, very similar in the way that they perform. Is that two? There's got to be two different foils there. Ooh, some of these are so pretty. Again, bloody fresco baldy printed through the middle of it. Nuisance. Alright, done that one. So I'm on the top row now. Oh, thank you, chicken. Oh yeah, please don't forget to like. Even if you just pop in for like 5 minutes and then just give me a quick like and then sod off again. That's fine by me. I won't be offended, but just like it. Yeah, Tracy gifted us with the Sparkle Supplies foil gel. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how much it is. I've been, if I'm completely honest, I've been kind of avoiding going on the Sparkle Supplies website, because I know if I go on there, I'm going to be like, oh, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. And yeah, I'm trying to cut down. So, you know, so I don't know how much it is, but I would guess that it's probably cheaper than the Madam Glam. I don't even know how much the Madam Glam one is. Because I didn't buy that either. I have all these wonderful friends who keep giving me stuff. It's great. I think I do have it in my basket, actually, because I was going to buy it. But yeah, they both work really, really well. Really impressed with both of them. Considering how frustrated I was trying to do foils, particularly, you know, these full pattern foils, these full cover foils. I have so many of them. I mean, these are all fairly new, but that other tub that I showed you that's all higgledy-piggledy and messed about, I've had them best part of a year. And I was just like, I can't do it. I spent hours and hours and hours, and I bought the To Be Glam foil gel because I watched a YouTube video that said, you know, if you're struggling with foils, this is a game changer, blah, blah, blah. Made no difference to me whatsoever. Still can't use it. Still couldn't do it. Was getting really frustrated. Was on the verge of throwing away all my foils. And then, lo and behold, the Madam Glam one was a game changer indeed. I need a drink because I'm parched. Hi, DG! Have I missed anyone else? I don't think I have. $7.99. $7.99. Yeah, I can't imagine that that Madam Glam's is much less than 20. I would have thought, but I don't know. DG says she's been super busy. Not really been on YouTube or on our group chat, so I do need to catch up. We're all in the same boat, D. Seriously, everyone. Well, as far as I know, everyone I talk to, and I say, oh, I'm so far behind and I'm panicking, and they're all exactly the same. So just chill. We're all chill, you know. We'll watch each other when we get a chance, and you know, we'll catch up or we won't. It's one of them. Life moves on, you know. This is really relaxing. Yay! Good, good, good. Never guess what I forgot to bring with me. Yeah, she's lost me there. I already know, and that's fine by me. I know you have so much on your mind. Oh, bless. It was really nice chatting with you. Okay, Cheryl, bye-bye. If you're not already left, bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay then, I think I've caught up. I don't think I've missed anything incredibly important. If I have, give me a virtual kick. I do love these foils, but I'm just wondering whether I've got 2 packs of the same or whether 2 packs slightly different. I'm going to get all this pack done and into a folder, and well, into one of these thingies, and then I'm going to have a quick look at that second pack and see if it's the same. If it's the same, I might just put it in an envelope somewhere and put it in a drawer or something. Oh no! No, I thought that one was trying to pop out then, but it wasn't. It's the one I've just put down. Why is there fireworks going off in my street? What are we celebrating this evening? It's like, oh, it's Monday, let's do fireworks. I swear to God. That's what it's like in this street. They're all like, I don't know, morons. We have people in this street of every nationality. So there's probably some sort of festival of some either race or religion or something going on pretty much every week. But I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's just people just doing fireworks for the excuse of doing fireworks. Right then, that one's a little bit long, but I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it because I don't want to trim a tiny bit off it. So I'm just going to have a look and see. Keep them separate. That one's that group, that one's that group. Right. Have we got any of the... right. I don't think there's any of that one there. That one. Let's start with the other side because... oh, hang on. These might be... oh, this all really stuck together. Tweezers! Tweezers, tweezers, tweezers. And my eyesight is so bad. I'm trying to see the end of the tweezers is... ah, now then you see that one. Yeah, that one looks like that one. Oh, I don't know, that's different though. I don't have that one. I have that one, but I don't have that one. Do I? Ah! Even so, oh, that looks really colourful. Got to try and see this one because it looks super colourful, but it's back to front. No, not that one. There's 2 there. Get off. Get off. Oh, come on. Give a short-sighted girl a break. Got it. Oh, it's pretty. Focus. I like that one. It's not as colourful as it looked because I think I was seeing like the next sheet down as well, which is that one. I think there seems to be quite a lot of those that are already in that, so I'm going to put that one to one side because I don't think we need that much tartan, plaid, whatever you want to call it. We'll get the rest of these ones done and then they will just go in the spares drawer over there. Where did you get the plastic wallets? These are from Temu. I got everything separately because it seemed like the better way to do it. So I got a nice lilac-y folder which has got 4 rings in it, and then I have these ones which are just 4 big. You could use these for stickers. Probably would have been a better option than the sticker boxes I've got, to be fair. And then the ones that have got 9 in them, which I've got some of my glitters in. They weren't that cheap though. I can find the link if you need, and I'll put it in the community tab, or you can comment on this video after we've finished and it gets restreamed. But yeah, I was quite surprised at how expensive they were. They do some that are cheap, but the quality is pretty naff. I got some really cheap ones first off, and I basically just threw them in the bin as soon as they arrived because, yeah, they weren't really usable. I don't know what size it is now. I have, oh, where did that one go? Where's that one from? Oh dear, what have I done? I don't know. Oh, that's that one. Right, that's fine. So that's my next piece. That's okay. I'm confusing myself a little, but I'm rolling with it. So these are gonna go get squished. Squished. Yeah, I bought some really cheap ones, and they were. I mean, they're still not that thick, but they have got. There's not two pockets. Well, there is 2 pockets. So there's a pocket at the front there. And then there's a pocket at the back there. So they are double-sided. It's not just one pocket that you could put. I mean, you could do it with one pocket, but it does give a bit more, you can see it there, can't you? It does give it a bit more strength, and they are quite strong. I think these perforations, you could probably tear them down, these perforations, if you're not careful. But for things like, I'll be honest, the ones I got, when I started putting the glitter in them, I was putting the glitter in them, and I was putting these, which are beads, in them. These are too heavy. It just makes them go all blah, 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 and yeah, wibbly wobbly. And again, the same sort of problem I was having right at the beginning of this live with the foils that wouldn't squish. So they're better for light stuff, or stuff that's got a cardboard backing, like stickers. Stickers would work if you kept them on the backing. I don't know if you... I mean, most stickers, even if you take the cardboard backing off, they've got some other sort of backing, haven't they? So, I'm saying backing a lot. Backing. Yeah. Yeah, if you want the link for these, because again, I tried, I'd have to make sure I send you the right ones, because I tried some really cheapy ones and they were not worth buying. They just went straight into the bin because they were like, not even like cellophane, they were just like really crap. The only thing with these is it's hard trying to get that, make sure you're in the front pocket or the back pocket and not vice versa. But you can get there. If I can do it with these nails, then you can do it. Because I'm not good with long nails. Banned from Temu until January. See, there isn't really anyone to ban me apart from me, and I'm not that cruel, so so I'm okay. I'm just cutting straight through these where it says fresco baldy now, because if you're going to waste some foil, it may as well be in the bit that you're not going to be able to use anyway. I have tried to cut down a little. Having said that, I'm waiting for about 4 or 5 orders to arrive now. But you see, the thing is, I'm doing different things. I am getting stuff together for changing the colour on my motorbike, which is currently silver. It's going to be pink, obviously. But I'm not painting it. I'm doing a vinyl wrap, which I've never done before. But again, it needs a bit of research, and it needs some certain tools, and obviously the vinyl, and then there's loads of other bits and pieces that I want to buy for the bike to sort of tie the design in, make it a bit more cohesive. So changing some stuff to gold from silver, like the brake reservoir cover and my levers and things like that. So yeah, so I've got all that sort of stuff going on, and I have been buying a lot of stuff for the craft fairs. the Libby cups and DTF stickers and little stickers that say hand wash only for the bottom of my cups and things like that. So there's been lots of, and gift boxes and plastic bags for them to take stuff home in, and price labels and all sorts of other stuff. And I'm personalising the Libby cups with my Cricut, so I've had to get a load of fairly decent quality permanent vinyl and things like that as well. So yeah, there's been lots of different stuff coming. It's not really that much nail stuff, but no, I'm not banning myself off Temu. I have few simple pleasures in my life. And Lou says she's on Temu more now because of her new channel. Well, the thing is though, you could go on Temu and spend 20 quid, or you can go down the high street and spend 50 quid and get the same stuff. So yeah, Temu. But I will be honest, I'll be interested to see some of the Temu stuff if you're doing like clothes and stuff, because I was watching a channel, was it last night, night before, where she was like, she bought stuff off Temu where the advert was obviously AI generated, and she knew that. But she was like, let's just see how bad this stuff is, and oh boy, some of it was bad. So yeah, I'll be very interested to see how you do with Temu for non-nail stuff, sweetie. But I tell you what, they do some incredibly cool kitchen gadgets on Temu if you want inspiration for your next shopping trip on Temu. They do some cool stuff. Night, Linda! If you've not already gone, sorry, I'm still catching up with the chat. I was telling my daughter about your Hello Kitty carton bike. She's obsessed. She says you're the coolest person alive. Well, you know. I'm not sure about that, but I'm quirky. I think the term is quirky. Ah, better than Shein for clothes, Temu. I think, yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's this jumper that keeps coming up, you know, as you're scrolling through, and it's very sort of horror. It looks like a skeleton, and it looks, well, I mean, it obviously is. Someone has painstakingly made that by hand, I would think, and Temu have stolen the picture. And she ordered that, and yeah, it came and it was horrendous. It was just printed, and it was like cheap polyester. It looked like, you know, a proper knitted, with lots of like knitted applique and you know, this full like rib cage and all sorts of stuff. And it was nothing like that. It was it was just horrendous, and it wasn't that cheap either. It was like, I think it was about $30. She's in the US, but she bought $400 worth of stuff, and I think there was 2 items that she was like, this is close enough to the picture to warrant spending some money on, but probably not what she spent. Yeah, some of it was pretty horrific. I'll see if I can find it and send you the link, Lou, because I think you might be quite interested in it. Oh, what are we doing now? Right, who have we lost then? Because it's gone down from like 11 people to 6. Have I missed saying goodbye to somebody? If I have, I do apologise. I know that Linda's gone. I know, who else went? Can't remember. Oh, Cheryl went, didn't she? Cheryl went. I think I'm going to have to go in a bit. I have been on an hour and a half. I'm not going to be doing like crazy long lives like Alicia and Miss T do, where they're like 4 hours and then you go and you go out for a meal, you know, get drunk, come back, have a shower, and they're still going. I'm not doing that because I don't have that kind of stamina. I'm going to go short on that one. And I need a cigarette apart from anything else. I am still trying to give up smoking again. It's very difficult with my mum because I know she's got dementia, but she does wind me up. She refuses to help herself in a lot of ways, and just does stupid things which really do push my buttons, but she's always been a bit like that, to be honest. Just because you've got dementia doesn't mean you're going to turn into a nice little old lady. But, you know, she is my mum. Oh, how do I get in this one? Oh, that way, that side. So yeah, I keep trying to give up, and then I'll get like halfway through a day without having a cigarette, and then she'll do something to wind me up, or the dog will do something to wind me up, like by refusing to go out or being forced out into the garden and barking after 5 minutes to come back in, and then going straight upstairs to the bathroom and pissing on the floor. But again, she's old. She's got dementia too. So I've got a mother with dementia and a dog with dementia. Joys. Yeah, you reap what you sow and all that. I must have been a right bad bitch in another life, may I tell you. Is anyone still there? Oh, I see a heart. The chat seems to have gone really quiet. Are you all doing other stuff? I don't blame you. It's fine. But as long as I know that you're still there, I'll carry on just waffling to myself. Because, you know, I do that anyway when you're not here, when I'm not live. No, I don't. I used to talk to myself all the time when I was a kid. I didn't have many friends when I was a kid. I was a bit of a geeky kid. And I grew up on a farm. And the next door neighbour, we did have next door neighbours, but they had 7 kids, so they used to sort of play with themselves. That sounded so wrong. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, if Stacey's here, she's going to have a field day with that one. Hey. Good. Lou's here. Working, just here listening. Appreciate you talking. Good, Dee. Thank you very much for checking in and knowing I'm not there on my own. What was I saying? Can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was, yeah, the neighbours' kids used to play within the family. That's a better way of putting it. So, you know, I spent a lot of time alone as a kid. That's why I became such a big reader, actually. I used to spend a lot of time either indoors or outdoors, you know, sitting in a tree somewhere reading a book, or sitting down by the stream reading a book, or in my room. And yeah, I used to talk to myself quite a lot. I don't remember ever having like an imaginary friend as such. I don't know. Don't remember doing. But my friends were all in books. So I had a lot of friends in books, but not many in real life. But I did used to talk to myself a lot. I remember talking to myself a lot. Pretty much like I'm doing now. But I've always been a big reader. And I'm going to put them in there as well. And I don't know, it sounds a bit condescending, and I don't mean it that way, but I feel sorry for people who don't read. Well, you know, I aim to please, Stacey, you know. I thought I knew you'd pick up on that one straight away. Yeah, I feel sorry for people that don't read, and I don't mean that in a condescending way. Wow, this is really long. It's just, and maybe I am being condescending, I don't know, but I just feel like people who don't read miss out on so much. My dad was incredibly dyslexic. He could barely write his own name, and he never read because he was called stupid at school, and he was given the ruler a lot, you know, the ruler across the back of the knuckles thing, and yeah, beaten, and the boyfriend as well, for very similar reasons. And I think because of that, I don't think he ever considered that reading could be something that he could enjoy. But, I mean, he was a very successful man. He was a joiner carpenter, and he ended up running his own business. At one point, he employed around 30 people, which for someone with his severity of dyslexia, who started the business in his garage, was pretty impressive. But in his later years, he started reading, and he got quite into it. But I always remember as a kid being, you know, feeling a bit sorry for him. And like I say, I don't mean that to sound, you know, nah. But Rebecca talks to herself all the time, and the dog. I talk to the dog and the cats like they're people. I mean, I sometimes do the hello woofy woofy woo crap, but a lot of the times I'll be just like, come on, cow, shift your ass. But yeah, I do talk to them as well as if I was having a conversation with them, particularly the dog. And she just looks at me like I'm stupid now, as do most of the cats. Well, the cats, they're cats, so they just look at you with disdain anyway, don't they? But yeah, excuse me, I'm burping now as well. I'm gonna have a slip of my drink. I don't know what to do about these because they're in 10s and these are in 9s. It's just a little annoying. There's always going to be one extra for each thing, isn't there? Well, I'm going to leave that one. You see, yeah, these are working well. That one needs a bit of a crush, but these ones are staying flat. Of course they are, because I've cut them. You dongle. But yeah, there's some foils that work better than others, even when they are folded. These should be okay. So I'm going to do those. Which one's the top? I've forgotten what I was saying now. What was I saying? Remind me. Have you tried the sparkle spider? Yes, Sue. I did. Hi. We've just had this conversation. That's why I'm a bit like, hey, I can't remember who asked. I think it was Rebecca that asked me if I'd used it yet. Yes, I did use it. I used it on the live that I did with Stacey and Miss T the other day, and I'm super impressed. Super impressed. It's as good, if not better. I would say it's on a par with the Madame Glam. But we were discussing that it's a lot cheaper. I can't remember how much the Madame Glam one is, but I believe the Sparkle Supplies one is $7.99. Can't imagine Madame Glam's one is that cheap, even with the VIP discount. I think it will be more than that. So yeah, thank you so much, Sue. Oh, they're all I thought they were all like graffiti type ones, these, but they're all sorts of stuff. What's this? The winter season. But it's like, I don't know, it's almost like steampunk, that. It's got some like woolly hats, and there's a snowman there. Is it the snowman? Well, you could if it would focus. There we go. So yeah, it is, I mean, you have to have pretty big nails to get more than a bit of that, a bit of sort of abstract of that. I like that, how it sort of fades out into... Yeah, it's different. It's different. Unusual. I'm going to try and get it so that I can see where it says the winter season, or else I won't know what it is. I'll be just like, oh, the colours on that are nice. And I'll use it on a summer set or something, and then I'll go, oh, there's a snowman in the middle of that. Because that's how I talk in my head. No, it's not. I've not had a lot to drink, I promise. I promise. This is kind of funky. Very graffiti-esque. I think this is why I bought these couple of sort of graffiti type ones. There might be some more in here yet, I don't know. Oh, what have I missed? Oh, fab. I feel a bit sick just eating a full bag of Maltesers. My fella ate a full box of Maltesers pretty much the other day, and then complained that he felt sick. I was like, yeah, no sympathy. I haven't had any chocolate today, which normally would not be that big a deal even for me, but I've been really craving chocolate today. I did have an Indian for tea though. This is another unusual one. It says wow brains, and then there's just all sorts of weird stuff in there. Some of them are really crammed together, really close, and then again it sort of fizzles out and they're a bit more spaced out, so you could cut round them and use them individually. But I mean, the colour's nice, like this sort of pale blue. It's quite Yeah, it's interesting. Unusual. Like I say, I think that's probably why I bought it, because I hadn't seen stuff like this before. With a glass of red, Sue. Wine and Maltesers? Not sure about that. Ooh, this one's funky. Funky, funky, funky. Rebecca, 4 little brownies. Oh my god, brownies. That's chocolate and cake in one thing, isn't it? Oh. You see, you're not helping me here, guys, because now I really, really fancy a brownie. Because that would cure the 2 cravings, the 3 cravings: chocolate, carbs, and cake. The 3 things that I have been craving today. I hired an Indian earlier. Indian food before Stacey says anything. I had a new dish. I can't remember the bloody name of it now. That's great, isn't it? I'll tell you about this new dish, but I can't remember the name of it. But it's like you could choose like chicken or lamb, but then whichever one of those you chose, it still came in a sauce that contained meatballs and cheese. Like a curried sauce with meatballs and cheese in it, and it was proper stringy. When I was trying to dish it out, it was doing that fork string thing. It was actually really nice. I've never heard of it before. I usually have a pasanda or a tikka masala or a korma, and I thought, well, I'm going to give that a go, and I'm glad I did. It was really, really nice. In fact, I will probably have it again. But yeah, so I had carbs because I had rice. So I've already been naughty today, so I can't really have chocolate as well. See, this is a 10 thing as well, so now there's 1 of these left over. I'm just gonna have to keep going, aren't I? And just do it in that one, and then the rest can go there, and then over onto the next page, I guess. Not too bad with these because they're not like a set. They're all a bit different. Like this doesn't really go with these, but well. Right, let's just do it then, shall we? Let's just start getting into these boxes. Having said that, no, I think what I'm going to do, I have these boxes as well, you see, that are also ones that I've paper clipped. Although I don't know, I might just leave them as they are for now because they're not too bad to see what's in them. Yeah, I'm going to leave them for now. And the boxes are quite thin as well, and 3 take up the same room as them too, really. So I'm going to leave them. It's not quite wine o'clock yet. Of course it is. What time's wine o'clock then? Because it's like 20 to 11. I mean, you're leaving it a bit late. Having said that, I've hardly touched my drink. It's still over half full. Wine and crisps. Ew. Wine and chocolate. I'm not a big wine person, so I don't like chocolate cake. Can't really have it now. Anyway, well, that's true. Although they do, I'm sure they do gluten-free chocolate cake, surely. Surely these days they do. So this is like an oriental themed foil set. When Phil goes to bed, he's late. Well, just kick him to bed. That again, that sounds wrong. Stacey, no. It's after 5 PM. It's wine time. See, that's I like that. That's my kind of girl. So these are really, really nice actually, and they're Temu, but they're quite long lengths. So that's still doubled up, and it still won't fit on the screen. So you've got focus. You've got flowers and fish. The fish are quite cool. I might have to do something with them. Then blossoms, more fish, more flowers. So yeah, you get quite a few repeats of that. It's a very, very long length. The fish are kind of cool. I like them. You can do that. You can do that and then put some like watery, you know, thick gel with that you know, the sort of scratchy brushes and make it like ripply and make it, yeah, I've got some ideas there. I'm not vocalising those ideas very well, but I've got some ideas. But again, that's another reason I want to be able to see these foils at a glance. I mean, that's not working very well there because I can see 3 copies of it. But I'm going to do it that way so that I can see some of the fish. Fish! Today's fish is trout a la creme. Fish! If anyone can name that, you get bonus points. What programme is that from? I've given you a clue. It's not a movie. It's a programme. British programme. But I think most of us in here are Brits now. Is that going to squish? Or is it going to boing? I think it might squish. It might squish. With a bit of weight on it for a while, I think that'll be okay. I like it still. I like cake, but not chocolate cake. Yeah, I mean, I like chocolate, but chocolate cake wouldn't be my favourite cake. You're making me want to do a set with foils. I've not done for so long now, thinking about it. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to be doing some foils. Oh, these are really nice. I'm going to be doing a few sets with foils, I think, because now I can. Thanks to you. Thanks to you and Tracy. Yeah, these are nice. Grasses. Very nice. I do want to do an oriental set as well, so I might use this foil set in the very near future to do some oriental nails. I think it's because I've got these phoenix nails on, and they've got an oriental vibe to them as well. And it's been like, yes, I really want to do something with that. And I have loads of stickers, oriental stickers, and loads of oriental, well, I have this pack of oriental foils. And quite a few like charms and stuff as well, I think. So I think it's overdue. I don't think I've ever done one, which is weird because I spent 5 weeks in China. I started off in Hong Kong, then went over to Shenzhen. Spent a few days in Shenzhen, and then I got a plane to Shanghai. Spent a few days in Shanghai. And then I got a bullet train to Beijing. All on my own, by the way. A bullet train to Beijing. And then I went to Beijing Zoo and saw the pandas. And yeah, I mean, I absolutely 100% enjoyed every minute of my time in China. It was amazing. And I'd love to go back, and I want to go to Japan. So the fact that I've not done any sort of oriental themed nails is a bit weird. Because if I could live it anywhere in the world, it would be either China or Japan. I just love it. I just love it. I do want to go to like Vietnam and Malaysia and the Philippines and places like that as well, Thailand. But I'm a bit old to be like backpacking and stuff now, and I've got no one that'll come with me, and I can't now because of my mum. So, sorry I didn't show you that last foil very well, did I? Sorry, I'll show you this one. These are good because they weren't expensive, and you get loads. It's got some birds on it, some flowers on it, some script on it. Very nice. Quite a shortly repeating pattern. It's only, well, it's that long, and then it repeats again. You can get a lot of repeats. So Rebecca, I highly recommend it. And I mean, there's places in the world where I wouldn't go as a female on my own. Egypt, for instance, probably India as well. Places like Belize, even places like Puerto Rico, But China and Japan, I would have no hesitation in recommending that even a woman on their own do it. Just do it. Because they are, I mean, obviously you've got to still use a bit of common sense, but you know, they are incredibly respectful, incredibly courteous. There's very little crime in places like China and Japan, because I mean they're basically just too bloody polite. I mean, particularly Japan. Japan's next on my list, really. Well, it's at the top of my list if I ever get a passport again. They're just incredibly respectful. Unless you, like, you know, do something to piss off the Yakuza or something, then you're going to be pretty safe. And I mean, I found in China that, you know, people were, obviously I look very different to a lot of the people around me, but people were, you know, very, very consciously making sure that I was alright, that I wasn't lost, that I didn't need any help, that I didn't need directions, that I knew where I was going, I knew what I was doing, I knew, you know, what I needed to know. And yeah, it was, at first I was very nervous, because it's not like anywhere else that I'd ever been. Again, you know, the alphabet's different, you can't even read the signs, although a lot of them are in English now as well, and particularly Japan, everything's in English. And yeah, and I mean, this was before my anxiety disorder became apparent. I don't honestly know whether I could do it on my own now. I haven't shown you this one either. But within, you know, a day or so of being in China, I was completely at ease. And yeah, I was just hopping on and off of metros and trains and planes and bullet trains and jumping in and out of taxis and hiring electric bikes and doing all sorts of stuff that I wouldn't really have expected myself to be doing. But it was great. It was a really good adventure. I love the food, and I love the culture. I love the history, and I love the architecture, both the modern architecture and the traditional historic stuff. When I was in Beijing, I spent the first 2 or 3 days in Beijing in a hutong, which is where the poor people live, the really poor people. They're often one room, maybe a room and a bathroom, with a little kitchenette in the corner. The one I rented actually had like a mezzanine, with a futon on the floor upstairs, and it cost me, I think it was £12 a day, so about $16–17 a day, and then I went from there to the peninsula, and I spent 3 days in the peninsula, which was £2,500 a night, in a suite, in a duplex suite. My boyfriend at the time was a millionaire, by the way, so it wasn't my money that could afford that. It wasn't me that could afford that. But yeah, he'd been doing some business in the Philippines, and he actually lived in China for 20 years. So he spoke a bit of the language as well. So he met up with me for the last 3 days in Beijing. I actually met him in Spain. I was living in Spain at the time. So, Alicia Hill 6195, hello. Hi, sorry, I was just waffling along to myself there. Didn't even realise that someone new had come into the chat. I want to take my daughter travelling, she will love it. How old is your daughter, Rebecca? I feel like I should know. I'm sorry. But yeah, travel is definitely a thing that if you can, for, you know, I understand a lot of people can't travel for whatever reason. I can't travel anymore because I have to look after my mum. I say I don't even have a passport, which is a really sort of alien concept to me. Having lived in Spain for 10 years and having done pet transport for 5 or 6 years, I was travelling backwards and forwards from the UK to Spain every 2 weeks, and now I feel like I'm stuck, like I'm imprisoned. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing for me. And yeah, I understand that some people can't travel for other reasons, like like I say, I don't even know whether I will be able to travel now because I have developed this anxiety disorder, which I know you probably wouldn't believe me listening to me rambling on to a room full of strangers, although I do know some of you personally. You know, a few years ago, I've spent a long what, 5 or 6 years battling this anxiety thing, and I've made a lot of progress. I'm not fixed by any way, shape or form. When we were out with, well, when the girls met up in Halifax on Thursday, me and Lou ended up going to a karaoke night at one of the local pubs in Halifax. And I put my name down for karaoke, and I've done karaoke hundreds of times, but I put my name down and then instantly was like, oh my god, what am I doing? And I had almost a full-blown panic attack. And Lou picked up on it a little bit, but I don't think she realised how close to a fucking meltdown I was. Because I've learnt to hide it well, because it's embarrassing. But yeah, anxiety on travel is a big thing because it's stressful. It's like going through security and getting on and off plane. When they shut the door on the planes, oh my god, that's one of my worst things, because I'm claustrophobic as well. So yeah, I'm not sure whether I could travel, certainly on my own, anymore. I used to do it without thinking about it. I've been, you know, halfway across the globe. I've been to Ukraine. I've been to the Chernobyl power plant. I've been to the abandoned city of Pripyat, which is next to the Chernobyl power plant. I've done some crazy stuff. I've been to some crazy places, but I don't know whether I could do it now, which is a bit upsetting, really. But it is what it is. We all have something, right? We all have something that isn't the way we would like it to be. Ooh, this is another oriental one by the look of it. So I'm going to put these in next to these because that will make a bit more sense. So that one looks like one that I've just done. The birdies. Didn't we have the birdies? Sure we had the birdies. But some of these others I don't recognise. I think that's a spare, so I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to put that in the spares box. Don't think we had that one. I could get the ones we've just done back, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I've done that one or not. But I'm just gonna roll it and put it in the thing, and yeah, I'll deal with it another day if I've got two of them. There's definitely some in this box that are different, but there is at least one that is the same as the last set that we did. But I will go through them probably tomorrow when it's daylight and I can see a bit better, because my eyes are starting to get a little bit strained now. I'm gonna go at 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go in like 7 minutes. I want to thank everyone, even if you're not here now, if you play this on replay, because I know some people do. They have to go and they'll come back and do the replay thing. I do it quite often. But if you were here and said hello, thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. And I hope it wasn't too boring. I think I've got that one. I think I've done that one. I'm going to put that one in the spare book. I'm going to go and have a proper drink in a minute. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've had that one as well. Maybe they're all the same. I'm sure they're not, though. I'm sure we've not had that one with all the cherry blossoms on it. Pretty sure we've not had that one. So I'm going to do that one. I can figure out where it joins. There it is. That's really nice, actually. All the cherry blossoms. Gorgeous! Gorgeous! Good, 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 Stacey. I'm in a bit of bubble gum for the brain, and bubble gum for your ears, whichever way you want to do it. See, I don't really like organising things usually. If I was doing this and I wasn't live with you guys, I would have given up an hour ago. I'll be honest, because I would have just been like, well, boring. I can't. I just get, yeah. I don't have a very good attention span. I've done that way too small. But it'll do. It'll do. Yeah, if I hadn't been for having to try and keep you guys entertained, I wouldn't have been here this long, that's for sure, and I wouldn't have got half of this done. Have I done that one before? No, I don't think I've done that one either. This has got like poppies. This is nice. Where's the end? Where's the end? Oh, the poppies. That's nice. I mean, some of these are huge, you know, but some people have huge nails. Just because I can't wear long, stupid nails. I want to wear strong, long, stupid nails. I'll get there eventually. I've been coping with these nails a lot better than I expected to, I have to say. I've got a new phone, and I've managed to do all the faffy stuff that you need to do when you get a new phone. Well, I say I've done all of it. I've done some of it. I've not done my banking stuff yet, because that's always a bit of a pig, isn't it? Well, everything else I've gone into, well, most of the other stuff I've gone into and updated stuff, and that's got the fish and the flowers on. Focus. Hello? That's got the fish and the flowers on it, so definitely got that one. Aw, thank you, Lou. Thank you, Lou. Well, I hope you guys are all gonna have a drink when I let you go. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. I will definitely be drinking a bit more than I've drunk so far tonight, because I think I've had like 3 slurps. Because I've been waffling my lips off. Oh, that's a new one, I think. I'm probably going to, but I mean, I redo half this. But I've really, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for keeping me company. I was like to say, I wouldn't have got half of this done, and I've still not got a lot done. Let me just show you. I have. I still have all these to do. So, but I've got some done, which is progress, and progress makes perfect. That's what I think, anyway. A little is better than nothing, and yeah, I've got 2 less boxes than I started the night out with for a start, and that drawer that was all full of the ones that had just come in little pouches and stuff that had been higgledy-piggledy and they were getting wrecked anyway, and now organised. And yeah, it's been good. Night-night, Sue! Right then, guys, and I'm on my last foil, and then once I've done that, oh, this is nice. Once I've done that, I will be going. I don't think we've done that one. It's another florally one, but focus. But it's got like lily blossoms on it. It does not like focusing because it's trying to focus on the background. But I don't think I've done that one. So yeah, thank you again for being here, for keeping me company and keeping me sane. Because I bet I would have ended up talking to myself if you weren't here. I'm going to try and get my phone to make a noise that's not quite so irritating next time I'm on a live. I'll just find a way to mute it. Like I say, new phone, learning it. Don't really know what I'm doing with it yet, but it'll get there. Okay, guys, that's it. That's me done. I have about 4 or 5 of these done. 2 boxes of these empty, and a big bag of stuff empty. So progress has been made. I'm going to say bye-bye now. If I can figure out how to stop this thing, I have no idea what I'm doing. You're so lucky that I even made it work, to be honest, because, you know, it's me and tech, we don't get on, really. But I'll try and figure it out a bit better for next time and get myself organised a little bit earlier. Rebecca, bye-bye. Sue, if you've not already gone, bye-bye. Night, Lou. Night, Alicia. Stacey, if you need to chat or anything, I will be up for another couple of hours at least. So if you want to message me, feel free. I will be here for you, my sweetie. And hopefully I will get to see you and meet you in the next couple of days. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.